Some of the most viral YouTube videos right now have one thing in common. They make you blurt out, "That can't be real," and then you watch again, and again, and then you send it to someone with, "Look at this." I'm talking about optical illusions, the images and clips that hack your brain's pattern recognition system and make your eyes argue with your logic. So today's trending, ultra-shareable countdown is Top 10 Optical Illusions that prove your brain is lying to you. For each one, we'll break down what you're seeing, why it happens, and the weird brain shortcuts that create the effect. These are perfect for shorts and long form because they trigger replays, debates in the comments, and that irresistible need to test your friends. Stay until the end because number 1 is the illusion that feels like real-life magic. An effect where motion appears out of nowhere, even though nothing is moving at all. Let's dive in, starting at number 10. 10. The checker shadow illusion. At first glance, this one feels like a prank. Two squares on a checkerboard look like completely different shades. One looks dark, the other looks light. Then you draw a line connecting them or isolate them, and suddenly you realize they're actually the same color. Your brain just refuses to accept it. The illusion works because your visual system is constantly correcting for lighting. If a square appears to be in shadow, your brain brightens it mentally to compensate. If another square looks like it's in bright light, your brain dims it. That's usually helpful in real life, because it helps you recognize objects under different lighting. But in this image, the context is engineered to trick that correction system. The shadow cue is so strong that your brain commits to a story. That square must be lighter because it's in shade, even when the raw pixel value's identical. This is why it goes viral. It's not just a cool picture. It's a direct demonstration that perception is an interpretation, not a camera. Two squares look different but can be the exact same shade. 9. The spinning dancer, left or right. You've probably seen the silhouette of a dancer spinning, and the internet asking, which way is she turning? Some people swear she's spinning clockwise. Others swear it's counterclockwise. And then, if you stare long enough, it flips. This illusion exploits the fact that the image is ambiguous in depth. A 2D silhouette doesn't give your brain enough cues to lock in a single 3D interpretation. So your visual system picks one, commits, and then, when your brain gets tired or receives a new cue, it snaps to the other interpretation. What makes it addictive is the feeling of control. People try to force the flip by focusing on a foot, a hip, or the shadow. It becomes a game. Can you switch directions on purpose? It's viral because it's interactive without being complicated. No tools needed, just your eyes and a comment section full of arguments. A 2D silhouette creates an ambiguous 3D rotation. 8. The Café Wall illusion. This one looks like a simple brick wall, but something is wrong. Straight horizontal lines appear slanted, like the whole image is tilted. Yet if you place a ruler on the screen, the lines are perfectly straight. The effect comes from alternating dark and light tiles that are offset like bricks, with thin, mortar lines between them. Your brain detects edges and contrast, and the alternating pattern creates a tiny bias in how the line orientation is perceived. Those tiny biases add up across the image into a big tilt illusion. This illusion is perfect for video because creators can animate a straight guideline sliding across the image, proving the lines are straight while your eyes keep screaming that they aren't. That moment, proof versus perception, is pure retention fuel. And because it's simple, it spreads fast. People can screenshot it and repost it anywhere, and it still works. 7. The Ebbinghaus illusion, when size depends on neighbors. Two circles can be the exact same size, but if one is surrounded by big circles and the other by small circles, they look different. The center circle near big neighbors seems smaller, and the center circle near small neighbors seems bigger. This is your brain doing relative judgment. In real life, judging size relative to surroundings can be useful, like estimating distance or comparing objects quickly. But in the illusion, the surrounding context is designed to hijack that comparison. It goes viral because it feels unfair. Viewers don't just see it, they feel like they're being tricked. And then they start testing the image, covering the outer circles with their fingers, squinting, zooming in. This illusion even shows up in design and marketing discussions, because context changes how we perceive scale, on screens, in layouts, and sometimes in how we judge people and objects. 6. The Muller-Lyer illusion: why arrows break your ruler. Two lines of equal length look different when one has arrowheads pointing inward and the other has arrowheads pointing outward. Your brain reads one as longer, even though a measurement proves they match. One explanation is that your visual system interprets the arrowheads like depth cues, similar to corners in a room or edges of buildings. The brain makes a quick, 3D guess, then adjusts perceived length accordingly. Whether or not that's the whole story, the result is the same: your perception stretches and shrinks lines without permission. It's a classic illusion, but it stays viral because it's simple and shocking. You can draw it on paper, post it, and instantly spark debate. It also works great in shorts with a reveal moment where the lines slide on top of each other. The best part is that even when you know the trick, it still works. Your brain doesn't unlearn it easily. 5. The Rubik's Cube color illusion: when a brown square isn't brown in this illusion, a square that looks brown and a square that looks orange can actually be the exact same color. The reason is that your brain is performing color correction based on assumed lighting and shadow, like it's trying to keep the world consistent. When you see a cube, your brain strongly assumes a light source and shaded faces. It then discounts the shadow, changing how you perceive the color. The cube structure provides such powerful context that your brain trusts it more than the raw color. Creators love this one because you can do a dramatic reveal by sampling the pixels on screen or sliding a color patch over both squares. The audience gets that instant, "Wait, what?" moment that drives replays. It's also a practical lesson. Photos, filters, and lighting can change how colors appear, which is why people argue about dress colors and paint shades online. 4. Motion after effect: the waterfall illusion. Stare at a moving waterfall, or any steady downward motion, for about 20 to 30 seconds. Then look at a stationary rock or wall. Suddenly, the rock appears to drift upward, like the world is sliding. This is called the motion after effect. Your motion-detecting neurons adapt to constant movement. After you stop watching the motion, those neurons are fatigued, and the balance of signals makes the stationary scene feel like it's moving the opposite way. The effect is creepy because it feels physical. Your eyes know you're staring at a still object, but your brain insists it's moving. On YouTube, this is gold because you can guide viewers through the test live, then get them to comment whether it worked. It's also a reminder that your brain is constantly recalibrating to whatever environment you're in. Perception isn't fixed, it's always updating. Staring at motion can make still objects appear to move afterward. Strong interactive, try it now moment for videos. Feels real because it produces motion perception without motion.
3. The hollow mask illusion: Why faces trick you. A normal face mask looks like a face whether it's facing you or turned inside out. In the hollow mask illusion, a concave face, like the inside of a mask, can appear convex, as if it's a normal outward face. This happens because your brain has a strong prior belief: faces are usually convex. Your visual system is so specialized for faces that it will override depth cues to preserve a face interpretation. It's basically your brain saying, I don't care what the geometry is, this is a face. In videos, this is mind-blowing because when the mask rotates, it can look like it's turning in an impossible way. The face seems to follow you as it moves, amplifying the uncanny effect. It goes viral because it feels like reality bending, and because it reveals how powerful expectations are in perception. The brain prioritizes face recognition over depth accuracy. Shows how perception is driven by prediction, not just input. 2. The shepherd tone, the sound that rises forever. Not all optical illusions are visual. The shepherd tone is an audio illusion that sounds like a scale rising forever, but it never actually gets higher. It's like an infinite staircase for your ears. It works by layering tones an octave apart and carefully fading them in and out. As one tone rises and fades, another starts lower and grows louder, creating the perception of continuous upward motion. Your brain hears constant going up even though the overall pattern loops. On YouTube, this is viral because creators use it in edits, horror builds, and try not to feel stressed challenges. People report real physical tension because the sound implies endless increase with no release. It's also incredibly shareable because it's hard to describe. You have to hear it, which makes people send it to friends as a challenge. Loops while sounding like continuous upward motion. Used in films and viral edits to create tension. 1. Peripheral drift illusions, motion from nothing. Here's the grand finale, images that appear to move even though they're completely still. Peripheral drift illusions, like swirling patterns or rotating circles, create the sensation of motion in your peripheral vision. You stare at them, and the movement seems to pulse and slide. The illusion is strongest when your eyes make tiny involuntary movements, and when contrast and brightness gradients are arranged just right. Your motion detection system picks up those subtle changes and interprets them as real motion, even though nothing changes on the screen. This is the illusion that dominates shorts because it's instant. No setup. No explanation needed. Viewers see it move, they panic a little, and then they replay it to confirm it's not animated. And the best part, different people experience it differently. That means comment sections turn into labs, people compare what they see, how strongly it moves, and whether it stops when they focus. Still images can appear to move, especially in peripheral vision. Strength depends on eye micro movements and contrast gradients. So that was top 10 optical illusions that prove your brain is lying to you, from shadows and sizes that aren't real, to faces that flip inside out, to sounds that climb forever, and finally the still images that somehow move. If you ever needed proof that your senses are an interpretation, not a recording, this is it. Now I want your answers in the comments. Which illusion got you the hardest? Motion after effect, hollow mask, shepherd tone, or peripheral drift? Did the spinning dancer flip for you, and can you control the direction? What's the creepiest illusion you've ever seen online or in real life? Do you want part 2 to focus on visual illusions only, or brain hacks that affect all your senses? If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And for the next countdown, tell me what you want. Top 10 scariest normal photos explained, top 10 psychology experiments that sound fake, or top 10 internet mysteries solved by science.